Hi, good morning, everyone. I am grading your week two deliverables. Some of are good. So I found there are something we can update in the project proposal and the meeting minutes. So that's why I thought maybe I can give a quick tutorial so that what I'm expecting. So I have included in your comments also. So in regards to comments, in detail, if you have seen what I'm talking about, so in a project proposal, there are main key parts are there. Like a project proposal is your main documents, is your blueprint, right? Before we execute the project. So the first is executive summary. So executive summary, and we need like a background or history and a requirement and solution and who are the stakeholders and appendix. So these are the key things we need in your project proposal, right? So let's go one by one. So in the project's executive summary, so brief overview of the project and problem we are going to solve, right? So there we can include like a table of contents in the introduction, like I'm talking about executive summary. In the executive summary, you can include the table of contents and the scope of the project with your company, and you define the problem what you are going to solve here, right? So recommendation to solution, like all you are writing in a bullet form, so that because we are going to talk in the summary, like summary is your brief page like so capture the audience, like when the audience see, so this is your summary, like it's table of contents will tell what are the going to the scope of the project, like what you are going to resolve, and you are defining the problem and recommendation to the solution. You are not writing anything in detail, like just bullet point you are mentioning, and validate your solution, why you believe this solution is different from others, like how you can prove this one. So you need some type of data to prove this one, right? And finally, so you are giving your recommendation. So this all come under executive summary, right? So you are not um, writing executive summary like pages, just a brief page, like a 1 or 2 pages. So quick introduction, what are the table contents going to, because when someone open your project, when someone read it, they know, okay, this is the introduction, that's what they're going to talk. So in the table of contents will tell like your project summary, scope of the project, and define the problem, recommendation. So you are not writing anything in detail, just 1 or 2 line, and you are telling. So this is your validating and recommendation. So second come background. So background is nothing but history, like what's the current situation, history, same field, what happening, like that's why we have asked to research give 3 company examples, so that we can find out if you have researched more than 3 company, and you can, and also you can find which company went success, what are the strategies they have, and what companies went failure, and what are the things they apply to get failure, and you can get some an idea then. So finally you are telling in the background like how you are going to do differently. So now you are coming, you are isolating your solution, right? So because same type of company previously, they already start and running their success, and some companies are failed, and what is the important of the third company which you are bringing a solution from your company, right? So you have to isolate, you have to tell exactly what is the difference between the previous company, how your conclusion going to stand. So that's you're talking in background. So once the background is finalized, now you're coming to requirement phase. So requirement phase is nothing but it's just you are telling uh, problem, like what is the problem, you have to identify what you are going to resolve here, right? So from that you are doing your problem analysis, like is kind of connected with the background. um, it's you here you're just giving the example, and here you are just briefly explaining. So now you have researched the problem. So this problem, and you analysis that one, and result of analysis, like, so now you are bringing your requirement here. So you are telling, because of this one, this is required today. Okay. And fourth, we have solution and recommendation strategy framework going to give. And the solution, uh, so here you are drafting pace. Drafting pace mean here executive summary, you have everything bullet form, or like briefly you are included, right? So solution you are describing. So here what you are going to do, like how you are going to gather the data and a target audience or market, everything. Whatever your solution is going to be, you are going to include under solution. So here in project executive summary, you just briefly mention. Now it's going to cover in solution. And the solution, you are going to cover what is your idea and how you're going to implement everything. You're going to cover in solution. And fifth point, we have stakeholders. Stakeholders are nothing but they are the key people who involved in the project, who is going to report. Maybe this case, your case, if there is no external stakeholders, maybe your team members and your teacher, those are the stakeholders. And who is going to approve or who is going to evaluate, those kind of people, maybe that your teacher and your key team members, that people who is involved in the project. So that's it. So appendix is nothing but here you are talking about what are the document you're gonna, the weekly deliverable you're going to do, right? Mind map, SWOT analysis, literature review, those kind of things. So we are not including everything in this your project body, right? So you can simply attach this appendix, all documents related to your research, and important reference, like reference links. If you have taken some information from something, so you are attaching everything important research, also research links and other things you need to include. And finally, if you come to mind map, and mind map, like when you set goals and objective, so we can go a smart way. Smart way mean like specific, like you need to be specific what goal you are making. Let's say if you take example, I have given this one in SWOT analysis also. Like if you are planning a trip, that's your project, and on that trip, let's say we have subcategory transportation. So transportation, we have car. Under car, we're going to take, like, are you going to rent or you're going to buy your car? Maybe rent mean where you're going. So that's going to be specific, right? Maybe we can rent the car from Hertz. Or if you are traveling by airplane and you are going to book tickets, and which airlines you're going to book ticket. Okay, KLM. And how many adults, how many kids? So 3 adults, 1 kid. So you have to be very specific, same like that when you are setting your mind map goal. So be clear and concise, like specific, so that you know the each deliverable point is achieved. So that's why when you set your mind map, you have to be very specific and clear and concise. Measurable, like how you can measure, like you have a number, and so that number, or like a timeline, so you can make it done, in progress, or like it's to be do. So a kind of measurable thing, like you can give a timeline, your deliverable, like mind map, I have to do this time, and the research, I need to find the research this time. So it's measurable. So each of your item in your mind map, make sure some kind of, for the tracking purpose, traceability, it's, you can measure that one. Maybe I don't know how you want to include, maybe a timeline or some color coordination, whatever you want. That's up to you. Third one is attainable. Attainable mean like it should be a realistic, like you are not telling I'm going to research like 200 books and 200 resource. Realistic, set your goals, it's attainable, and which your cycles you have time. So set your mind map with the realistic, like attainable objectives and goals, and relevant. Like most of the students I have seen, if we don't set your mind map perfectly, and you will go and start unrelevant to your topic. That's the purpose of this mind map. So when you set up this one, it should not be off or off track or non-relevant, so it should be relevant. And third, I am talking about time. So when you give a timeline, we should complete this in 1 week, we should complete in 2 weeks, or we should complete this one week. So that's a main key point of your project when you are delivering in the real world. So the time is very, very important. You should deliver your project on time. So I would say all of your objectives and goals, if you can include the time, that would be great. So that's it I want to share with you guys. So if you have any question, please connect with me. I'm happy to help you. Thank you, and have a good day.